The Snow Angels program was born out of Denver Days, which is an initiative that Mayor Hancock started about 10 years ago. It's an idea that neighbors continue to help neighbors through the snowy months, and something that the Snow Angel program does is it creates an opportunity for neighbors to assist neighbors who are unable to shovel their front walks, whether it be because they're living with a disability or they just don't have the funds to be able to pay for private services, or elderly adults. We have 600 homes currently who need assistance shoveling their walks. We only have about 278 volunteers across the city. So there are 78 neighborhoods in Denver officially. 22% of those neighborhoods do not have a volunteer in them. So it's roughly 17 neighborhoods that don't have anyone who has signed up to serve those needs.
So the sign up for the Snow Angels program was pretty easy. I'm pretty sure I just entered my address and my neighborhood area, and then when it snows, I get an email that has a list of addresses without people's individuals' names of places that need to be cleared from snow. And then that gets sent to kind of all of the volunteers in that particular area. And then you just go and see what's been done or what hasn't been done. And because they're clustered into neighborhoods, they're all pretty close.
So the volunteers that we're looking for is anyone who wants to assist their neighborhood. They can go onto our website, which is denvergov.org/snowangels. They would sign up to be a volunteer, and during a snowstorm, they would receive an email and they would say, in your neighborhood of Belcaro, we need some assistance with your neighbors. Here's an address of someone you can go help. And so really it is anyone who's looking to assist their neighbors. We have snow shovels that we give to all of our volunteers. So if someone signs up to be a snow angel, they receive one of our shovels so that they don't have to go out and buy one if they don't already have one.
It feels important to me for neighbors to help neighbors because there are a lot of needs in our community. And sometimes it can be hard to know how to contribute. And I know there are lots of ways to get involved. If someone likes the snow, if someone likes physical activity, if someone just wants to have like an easy, it doesn't take that long, like sometimes even 15 minutes, way to contribute, I think Snow Angels is a great program for that. I think for folks who might be hesitant to sign up, I know that there can be a lot of shame or stigma around needing help. And there's this value around being independent, but really people like me want to be able to help and want to be able to allow folks who need a little bit of assistance to still be a valued part of our community.
I had a woman call me a couple days ago. She's 80 years old. Her husband is a veteran who is almost 90, and they can't risk the fall, especially when it gets very cold outside. The snow tends to freeze, and then there's an option for slipping and falling. And they just are unable to put their own health at risk in order to do that. So somebody who is elderly would require some assistance. Same thing with someone who might be living with a disability, somebody who has a walker or a cane or something along those lines. It's very dangerous to be out on front steps and on front walks when it's snowy and cold.
I definitely feel a neighborhood pride in making sure that the area is accessible. The winter can feel really miserable to people sometimes. The days get shorter, it gets darker, it gets cold, people stay inside. And it's helpful just to have a little bit of neighborly care. And whether people notice or not, I think putting that out into the neighborhood is helpful for creating the kind of place that I want to live in.
I would say that volunteering is a matter of the heart. I think that if you feel the need to help out but you don't know where to start, a great start would be in your own neighborhood. You don't have to make your way across the city in a foot of snow to be helpful, to be of assistance. You know, it takes just a short amount of your time and it makes you feel good.
I secretly, although now not so secretly, love shoveling. And the reason that I love it is because it's a pretty active thing to do outside. And so in the morning, rather than just like cuddling inside where it's nice and cozy, I'll put on all my layers and go outside and like make it a workout. And so I'll try to like hinge at the hips and use good posture and make it kind of a game and make it feel active. And normally it's either snowing, which feels like a winter wonderland, or it's already sunny and beautiful, and then it feels like a fun outdoor activity.
Stay elevated by subscribing to the city's YouTube page for these stories and more. And stay tuned to our social media channels for more content. Don't miss our new episodes of Elevating Denver, premiering each month. Thanks for watching, Denver.